Hi, I'm Lisa. Welcome to your week 4, your stretching, coming into the last week of your training here. So the run's coming up and our bodies might be feeling a little tight, might be feeling a little sore from all of this training. So it's time to give our bodies time to stretch, to rest. So we're going to be doing only passive poses today. A lot of time to sink into that stretch, to feel the muscles lengthening. So often as we come into stretches, we feel like we've hit our edge and then we stay there. What we don't want to do is stay there. So we want to take our time to inhale, fill up your belly, create some space. And as you exhale, sink into that space and feel how much space you can create for yourself. And you'll find that your edge is not where your edge is. You can keep pushing that, pushing through your boundaries, finding that you're capable of more than you thought. So today, we just want to listen to our bodies. If you're ever moving into a place of pain, definitely take it a step back. But maybe we might feel a little bit of discomfort, and that's okay. Breathe into that discomfort. Ask yourself what you can do to feel a little better in the moment. And just sink in and give your body that time and rest that it so desperately needs. All right, so coming into our first pose of our week 4 stretching. So we've done a lot of hard work now. Time to just sink into all that space that we've created. So we're gonna start with a seated side stretch. So find a comfortable cross-legged position. If this isn't accessible to you, you can always just lengthen the legs out in front of you. We just wanna be comfortable here with our sits bones pressing into the earth. So we're gonna sit up tall, lengthen the spine, and then the left fingertips will come down to the mat. On an inhale, the right fingertips reach up and over. And as you find that length in the side, you might be able to walk those fingertips out a little bit further, creating a little more space. If this is feeling like enough for you, you're welcome to stay here. If you're looking for a little more still, you can bring that left elbow all the way down to the mat. And so we want to roll the heart open, lift the gaze, and not let this shoulder creep up by the ear, but find space here. And we're really stretching the spaces between the rib cage. On the inhales, feel that expansion. And on the exhale, sink a little further into your stretch. And we want to really focus on keeping this right sits bone down, pressed into the earth. So if you notice you're lifting up, just back off a little bit, maybe come back up onto the fingertips, always creating length in that side body. All right, so we're gonna work on our seated forward fold. So sitting with legs extended out long. If this is bringing any pain to your lower back, just bring a micro bend into the knees. This helps release the lower back and it'll give you a lot more space as you're sinking into your fold. So we're gonna flex those toes up toward the face, create length in the back of the legs, create length in the spine, sit up tall. Inhale, the arms sweep up overhead, and keep a lengthened spine here as we begin to exhale, folding in. And we wanna feel like our heart is being pulled toward our toes here. So being careful not to round into it, create that length. Once you've found your edge, then let your hands fall wherever they may. Doesn't matter if they're on the knees, ankles, toes, mat, wherever feels good for you. So then really utilize your breath here. Inhale to pull your heart forward. Exhale to sink a little deeper into your stretch. And again, we want to not only feel the stretch in the hamstrings, but really in the lower back here too. And so if you are feeling any pain now that we've come into the stretch, bring that bend into the knees. See if you can sink a little bit further. All right, so coming into our bound angle. So we're going to make a diamond shape with the legs here. So it might feel better to have the feet further away from the body, making more of an actual diamond shape. Or if you're feeling a little more open in the hips, you might draw those feet in a little bit closer. So wherever your comfort level is here. And so we want to really draw the knees down, out toward the outer edges of the mat. And then hands are gonna come onto either the ankles or the toes here. And as we inhale, like always, lift the heart, lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold over the feet here. So we can either make this stretch active or passive. So if you choose to make it active, we want to really use the elbows to open the knees up. We want to draw the heart forward, really pressing knees down toward the mat. If you're feeling like you want a little more of a passive stretch today, just walk the hands out in front of you, maybe even bring the forearms down to the mat. And just let the head hang heavy. Let gravity do the work here for you. So you don't have to force anything. Gravity will naturally pull your knees down a little bit further. And just let the head hang. Okay, so we're gonna work on opening up the chest here. It might be a little tight throughout the shoulders. So we're gonna come into side lying chest opener. So lying on the stomach. The arms are gonna come out to a T, press the palms down into the mat. And then we're gonna bring that right hand underneath the right shoulder, and pressing into the earth, we roll up onto the left hip. So here we're stacking the shoulders, stacking the hips, and this might be enough here for you to feel that stretch, just opening up the chest here. And we can let the head be heavy on the earth, not holding any tension in the neck. And if you're looking to bring in a little more of a heart opener here, that right arm can reach up and over the lower back, fingertips graze the earth. If you're looking for more still, you can bend up that top leg and plant the sole of the foot behind you. So finding whatever feels good here, but we really want to take it slow as we find those modifications, not tweaking anything in the back, just slowly move into your depth and then allow gravity to take over. Really sink into the earth, let your body be heavy. You might even close your eyes here and just breathe. Okay, so we're gonna move into happy baby. So find yourself on your back on your mat, knees are bent up. And so we're gonna really stretch out the back here. Often we get really tight, especially when we're running. So we're gonna bend the knees up, and we've got some options here. So the hands can come to the outer edge of the shins or the ankles, or if you've got a little more space there, you can reach onto the outer edge of the feet, or maybe grab onto the big toes. So just finding what works for you here with the space in your hips. And so you're gonna notice probably your hips are lifting up off the mat. Can you tuck your tailbone under and really press both hip bones down into the mat? And we also want to draw those shoulders down. So we've got 4 corners of the torso. We really want to press them down into the mat here. And feel how that just realigns the spine. And so then we can just play around with it here. We're really shining the soles of the feet to the sky. So flex those toes back toward the face and feel a big stretch here. Feel an opening in the hips, and then just have some fun with it. So you might want to rock side to side and give the back a little massage against the earth. Or maybe you play around with extending one leg, really feel that stretch on the inside edge of the leg, and then extend the other. And just maybe notice that one hip is tighter, one is more open. That doesn't mean that the tighter one is bad. Tighter one is typically our stronger side as well. So just give it a little more love and take the time to sink into that space. Okay, coming into our last pose of our week 4, our stretching. So we're gonna do a reclined spinal twist. So this is really good for digestion, really good for cleansing any toxins from the body. So we're going to lie on the back, bend the knees up. The arms are gonna come out to a T. This time the palms are gonna be open to the sky. Take a big inhale here at center. And as you exhale, let your knees fall to one side. Top knee stacked over the bottom knee. And you're gonna notice that the opposite side, your shoulder might have lifted from the mat. Really try to twist the torso so that the shoulders are both still pressing down into the mat. And if it's comfortable for the neck, you might even bring your gaze the opposite way that your knees are pointed. And so work with the breath here. Let each inhale fill up. Let each exhale allow you to sink into that twist a little further. A couple modifications here. If you're looking to really stretch out the hamstring of that top leg, you can always extend that leg long, maybe reach for the toes. If you're looking for a little more, you can bring that top leg just behind the bottom and just stagger the knees a little more there. It's a little less hard on the hips. So just finding what works for you. And if there is a modification that I haven't given that you're thinking might feel good for your body, just take that. It's all about feeling good when we're finding these deep stretches in yoga and just allowing our body to heal from everything we've been putting it through over the last few weeks. All right, that ends our last week, week 4 of our yoga, our stretching. You should be feeling very zen, very loose right now. So we've made it. You guys are ready for your run. I'm so excited for you. You're gonna do amazing. Remember your breath that I've taught you throughout these weeks, and you'll do great.